If anyone hasn't subscribed to our channel yet, subscribe now by clicking the bell icon next to it and putting it in all. You can watch all the latest videos I post without missing them. Many of you like to watch a YouTube video before going to bed at night. If you are interested or like it, you have come to the right video. The problem is that after watching this video, you may or may not be able to sleep. It depends on your courage. Creepypastas are very popular stories all over the world. However, these creepypastas are not lies. If they are not completely true, everyone changes everything about them to suit their own tastes. Sometimes, these are circulated on the internet under urban legends and scary stories. When we hear all of them, we feel like this is not true. But they are 100% real situations. Of course, there are also created ones. But what we are going to talk about in this video today are completely real incidents. There are many such things in this world, but today I have brought you one of them, 10 terrifying creepypastas in this video. So why delay? Let's get into the video. If you are watching at night, watch this video carefully and see if there is anyone around you. Number 1, 1999. Although this incident happened recently, the origin of this story is in 1999. The reason why this story is called 1999 is because a Canadian blogger named Elliot decided to investigate a low-budget TV show he saw in 1999. That TV show only had a few episodes, after which the show was stopped. One episode of that show was called Playing with Scissors. It features some live-action hands, meaning people are not visible but the hands are visible. They are all placed on a table. After a while, someone takes those hands in their hands and cuts those fingers with the scissors in his hand. The screams and cries of small children in the background. The next episode is called Mr. Bear Cellar, in which a mentally unstable man dresses up as Mr. Bear and creates a new character and does very cruel and horrible things. I can't even mention them here. However, after that, the police investigated this show and noticed that it was a very satirical show and closed the show completely. However, most of the damage that should have been done had already been done. Many people who watched some of the episodes became mentally disturbed. If you see this show anywhere on social media, do not watch it under any circumstances. Number 2, The Rake. In 2006, a team of researchers from America found 24 documents. They are documents from the 12th century. However, in these documents, only one creature is mentioned. That creature's name is the Rake. This Rake is very strange to watch. In fact, many people have seen this show. A couple who saw it with their own eyes told us about it that one night while they were sleeping in bed, they suddenly saw this Rake at their feet. It was sitting peacefully on the bed, but the creature was very scary to see. It looked like a half-man, half-hairless dog. The creature suddenly stood up and looked at the husband. The husband trembled in fear and backed away. Then the Rake immediately ran from their bedroom to their children's bedroom. They did not understand what was happening and wanted to save their children. But the worst had already happened. When they went to see, their daughter had been completely dismembered. Her body was in many pieces. It was so scary to hear, but it really happened. She could only say a few words at the end. "What is this?" "He is the Rake." She said that, but after that her life merged into the infinite worlds. When you sleep, check if this Rake is at the end of your bed and go to sleep. Number 3, Where the Bad Kids Company is a photographer who regularly hosts an old-fashioned children's show. When the viewer was young, it was telecast in wartime Lebanon. It was a half-hour show with a whole lot of graphic imagery. In it, they would show some tactics to get kids who were misbehaving out of the way. If not, they would scare the kids a lot. But the closing scene of each episode of that show is like this. The camera slowly zooms in on an old rusty iron door and the door slowly closes. As the camera gets closer to that door, the screams of the little kids can be heard from the other side. And then on the screen in Arabic it says, "That's where the bad kids go." It's mentioned there. But the photographer finally found the studio, and he went to wherever the old show was shooting. For many years, the area had been completely deserted. But finally, with great effort, he found an old rusty door, and after opening it, he was very surprised. Do you know why? When he opened the door, there was no empty room. There was a big room full of blood, feces, bones, and a microphone hanging from the top. It was also in the middle of the room. That blood meant that many disobedient children were brought here and tortured and killed them all. They telecast all of it on the show to scare the children. That's why children should listen to their parents, otherwise such problems can always arise. Number 4, The Other Watcher. A man checked into a famous hotel in Arizona. He had booked a room to stay in that hotel for 4 days. After taking his room key from the woman at the front desk, she said, "Your room number is 107. You are going to go past room number 106. After 106, you will see an empty room. That is, you will not see any number on it. After that you will see 107, you should go to that empty room, not to that empty room." Under no circumstances should you go near the keyhole of that empty room. Do not put the key in it. Do not even try to see what is inside through that keyhole. He was fine the first day, the second day was fine, but on the third day, why did she say that? He thought that I should know what was in that room. He thought that there was some big secret hidden there. He immediately went and looked at the time when no one was there and looked inside through that keyhole. He saw a woman wearing a white dress. She was seen walking back and forth in that room. She was the only one seen. There was no one else there. Then on the fourth day, a few hours before checking out, he went again and looked through that keyhole. This time, the woman wearing a white dress was not seen, only red was seen. Everything was red and he could not see anything. He did not think that it was okay and he did not see anything. He came down from there and checked out his room and he asked what would happen if he looked through the keyhole while giving the room keys. He then said what the receptionist said was that a few years ago, a couple stayed in that room and that night there was a huge fight and the husband killed the wife in that room. Since then, her spirit has been wandering there and she was wearing a white dress when she died and it is visible to everyone. Then he took a gun and shot her in the eye and the entire eye area turned completely red. That's why most people only see that red color after seeing it. She said that if they stay there for a long time, they will face some kind of danger. He immediately took his bags and ran out without looking back. Number 5. The SCP Foundation, which means the Secure, Contain and Protect Foundation, was first established in 2007. At that time there were many doctors, researchers, agents, all of them. What was the main goal of all of them? That is, to find abnormal creatures or abnormal objects are called SCPs. They mention many disturbing creatures on their website. One of the creatures they have named SCP-173 is also called the sculpture. It looks like a statue but its face is completely covered in blood. Its limbs are very small. But if it is observed constantly, it will immediately kill the person who observes it. It will also break the person's neck and kill him. There are many articles and many videos on the internet about this SCP and its creatures, including the sculptures. But before you watch it, I will give you a warning. You should already go to the toilet and watch those videos. Watch the visuals or you will have a chance to go to the toilet in your fan. They're so scary. Number 6. The Jeff Killer. Jeff was a young boy who lived happily with his family. There were no problems. But one day the whole family shifted to a new house. One day 3 teenagers attacked Jeff and his brother. Jeff beat all 3 of them very badly and at that time their arms were broken. There were also knife wounds on their bodies. Jeff saved his family. But finally, Jeff realized that whether it was our fault or not, we cause pain to others and we enjoy that pain. One night, Jeff's mother noticed Jeff crying profusely from the bathroom. She immediately went to the bathroom and saw that Jeff looked very bad. She knew what Jeff had done. His face continued to he cut off his jaw completely to make himself laugh, and he also cut off his eyelids because he wanted to never sleep again. Do you know what his last words to his mother were? Mom, you lied. The next day he killed his entire family and disappeared into the darkness. After that, no one saw Jeff again. Yes, look back at yourself. If Jeff was behind you, it would be very difficult to save you. Number 7. Wake up. In the past, many victims faced a kind of torture. What is it? They went into a fantasy world. They believed that there was a kind of heaven in that fantasy world. In that heaven they slept. They could only experience that heaven as long as they were asleep. When they woke up, that heaven would be gone. They would return to normal life. There were many people in this kind of world. All this. There was once a sensation created on social media that everyone would receive a message saying, "Wake up," whenever they needed to wake up from sleep. People believed that they would be informed only through that message. They thought that it was legal only when that message arrived. Many people waited for that message and slept in that fantasy world for many months and finally died without even eating. There are also cases where the number 8 Slender Man. Slender Man is a mythical figure. He is very large and thin. This person is wearing a black suit. Sometimes he has a blank face. That creature creates insomnia for us. That is, if we look at him directly, we will get memory loss and there is a possibility of paranoia. And we do not see all of these properly in photographs or videos. And this Slender Man mostly kills small children, and that too at night. Many people believe that Slender Man will kill young children who see him. Many people believe that Slender Man has been around for centuries. In fact, he has been living on this earth since the time of the Romans. Many people believe that his descendants are still roaming in many forests. Many games have been based on him. A very popular game called Slender the 8 Pages has also come out, and in fact, some movies have also used his reference. So if you notice that the lights or fans in your house are turning on and off by themselves, remember that Slender Man has his eye on you. Number 9. Robert the Tall. Robert the Tall is a real-life doll. Many people believe that this is a cursed doll. This doll was brought to his house by an artist named Robert Ewan Otto in the 1800s. He actually used it as a servant gave him the doll as a gift. It was very beautiful to look at, so he brought it and kept it in his house. But the doll always scared him and his family. Robert kept the doll with him throughout his adulthood. He did not put it aside even after marriage. But his wife went crazy because of the doll. After that, the doll was shifted to different places and finally it is now kept in a museum in the 4th East Marl in Key West, Florida. You can go there and take a picture of it. But before taking a picture, Robert very politely asked Robert if he could take a picture with you, and only then did he take the picture. If you make a comedy on Robert who took a picture without permission, a curse will be placed on you. That curse will haunt you for the rest of your life. Remember, whether you believe in that doll or not, respect that doll. Recognize the beauty of that doll or your life will be in such a terrible situation that no one will recognize you. All the best. Number 10. Ben Drown. This story is about a supposedly haunted copy of the game The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. It's a game from 1964. A young man receives a suspicious-looking Majora's Mask from an old man and then starts playing it. There is a file in it that is already saved and the file name is Ben. After opening it and starting to play through it, all the situations start to turn very strange. All the text in the game starts to display in the wrong way. The music starts to play in reverse. After that, the game does many strange things. Finally, it tells that a boy called Ben drowned while playing the game and the boy's soul is still there. The person playing it understands that, and many times when he tries to research it, he finds out that the message shouldn't have done that would come, but the information in it would not be deleted. It would also say Ben is getting lonely and you have met with a terrible fate. After seeing all this, the man was terrified and didn't know what to do. He recorded it all and uploaded it to YouTube. The footage is very freaky, very bizarre. So if anyone wants to watch it, watch it. If not, all the good memories you have about the games will be completely deleted because the visuals are so scary. So that's it guys, have you seen these 10 freest Creepypastas that will give you chills? Let us know which one of these you found scary in the comments section below. So that's it guys, this is the video. If you liked the video, like and share this video. So far, anyone has subscribed to our channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe now by clicking the bell icon next to it and turning it on. You can watch my further videos without missing them. Many people are watching but not subscribing. So please try to subscribe and click the bell icon. Thank you so much guys. Bye bye now. Meet you in the next video.